Yo, what up? What is poppin'? Back at it again with another video. Just want to chat with y'all, spread some knowledge with y'all, and give y'all like some more knowledge so you can just be aware. What I want to discuss with y'all about today is high school and reality. When it comes down to being in school, high school, like going to school for 12 years, like you in high school, you a senior in high school, you getting ready to graduate. Some of you already know what you want to do. Some of you don't really know what you want to do. Some of you already know your purpose. Some of you have it all figured out. Some of you know what you want to do, but you don't really know what you got to do in order for you to make a living off of what you want to do. Yeah, when it comes down to graduating from high school and facing reality, reality hits everybody as soon as they graduate from high school. It hits everybody, whether they're an athlete, whether they're, whether they want to like be a rapper or whatever it is that they want to do, reality hits everybody. I mean, they always ask you while you're in school, what is it that you want to do? Some students know and some students don't know. Sad thing about it, school is not really the place that can help you like find out what your purpose is, because in the reality of it, school ain't teaching you nothing but a bunch of BS. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's true. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had subjects that I had a strong interest in. When I was a senior, I had straight A's in a subject that I had like a strong interest in when I was in school was social studies. It was very interesting learning about Thomas Jefferson writing the Declaration of Independence, stating that it's too late to apologize, and then also learning about who the first five presidents were of the USA: George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and James Monroe. I mean, it was interesting, and then like but the thing about history, some of the stuff that you learn in history is not true. Just like the part where they talk about Abraham Lincoln. I mean, yeah, Abraham Lincoln, he was the 16th president of the United States, but Abraham Lincoln, they claim, they even have this stuff in books where they talk about saying that he wanted to end slavery. That's not true. That's not true. I mean, they say that he wanted to end slavery, but he believed that a black person couldn't be a leader. Like, the dude was still a racist at the end of the day. I mean, yeah, slavery ended in 1865, but it was still tough on black people. I mean, Jim Crow laws in the South, in the South, like Jim Crow laws, where they will put up signs, white only, black only. Like in restaurants, blacks had to eat outside while the white people got to eat inside. But yeah, I mean, but the thing about it is that all that stuff that you learning in school, all of that stuff that like you're being taught in school, a lot of it is not even gonna matter when it comes down to facing reality. Like, you a straight A student, you get straight A's, and then it's like you graduate, your straight A's don't even mean anything anymore. Like, you graduate as a straight A student, you get academic endorsements with your diploma. It's like it doesn't even mean anything anymore. Sometimes you just start to think and wonder, how much is a diploma even worth? Because a lot of this stuff your family just programmed you with. Your family made you feel like you were a failure for getting low grades, and they were gonna make you feel like a failure if you made a decision to drop out. So, but yeah, reality, high school and reality is not the same. There's a lot of stuff that you gonna learn in reality that you didn't learn in high school. I mean, yeah, some people were like a genius in high school, but when it came down to reality, they weren't very smart. When it came down to facing reality, it's pretty much like they were dumb as hell. Because reality is a different world. And To tell you the truth, to be honest with you, sad thing about it, school don't really prepare a lot of us for reality. I mean, being in school, we don't learn how to pay bills. We don't learn how to pay taxes. Yeah. They have driver's ed, but now these days you gotta pay for driver's ed, and they could like have a class like while you're in school to the point where you don't like have to stay after school or either like wait until the summertime to do driver's ed. I mean, but yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that you gonna face in reality that you're gonna figure out to the point where you just gonna start to think to yourself, what was school really for? Because a lot of that stuff you didn't even learn in school. A lot of that stuff you don't even remember learning. I remember learning like a good bit of stuff that I learned in school, but not everything. To keep it 100 with you, to be honest with you, I didn't like school myself, but again, I was programmed. I was programmed, brainwashed, and lied to, just like y'all were. We all were. That's how it is in the United States. In the United States, kids that go to school, they're not able to have a free mind. They get programmed, brainwashed, and lied to. See, in Finland, students have a free mind. But it's not like that in the USA. Here in the USA, we learn a bunch of BS and they program us with a bunch of BS. They make us feel that we're gonna be failures in real life for not finishing school. I mean, really, learning about science, math, Pythagorean theorem, mean, median, and mode, area of a circle. What does that really have to like? Don't get me wrong. When it comes down to buying something and paying bills, addition is involved. But when it comes down to all of that algebra, combining like terms, PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, what does it really have to do, with paying bills? We don't process none of that stuff in our brain when we go to the store to buy something, and we don't process none of that stuff in our brain to go to the grocery store to buy us groceries. It's a waste of time. But yeah, I mean, high school does not prepare us for reality. They program us with a bunch of stuff. It's pretty much like they don't want us to question reality. There's nothing wrong about questioning reality. Like I said, when it comes down to your dreams, fight for it. Do what you gotta do to create your own reality, because you can create your own reality. I don't care what them teachers be telling you in school. Prove them teachers wrong. Some teachers be saying that you're not going to be successful. Some teachers be telling your mom or your dad that your student has a lot of weakness. They feel that you can't really do a lot of stuff. Prove all them people wrong. Prove them all wrong. Because school does not prepare us for reality. If you want to be rich and successful, do what you got to do to get rich and successful. In order to make it happen, you got to work hard, because your teacher is not rich and successful, and your parents aren't rich and successful either. Like I was saying, with your hard work, God can bless you. You can end up in a better situation where you prove everybody wrong, because a school teacher is not rich. Being a school teacher, that's not a career. That is a 9 to 5 job. School teachers be complaining every single year that they don't make any money. I mean, but yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know, share with y'all the difference between high school and reality, because school does not prepare us for reality. School does not prepare us for reality at all. It's a setup for a lot of us to fail. But like I always say, dropping out of high school is not something that I recommend. It's not something that I encourage, and it's not something that I influence. However, if you do drop out of high school, you can still achieve success. Work hard, stay focused, forget about what negative stuff people is telling you, and become successful. But I do recommend you getting a diploma. But yeah, always know that, You know, because I know, like, I believe, like, school is still out right now for the summer. Like, I don't know how the states is doing with this COVID stuff, but you know, for those of y'all that are getting ready to go back to, you know, getting ready to start your senior year of high school this August, stay focused. Do what you need to do. Do what you can do. Stay focused. I mean, it's your last year. I mean, yeah, do what you gotta do. I know there's times where your anxiety may be at an all time high because of grades, but do what you gotta do, bro. Do what you gotta do. Do what you can do. Stay focused. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share. Love y'all.